before we dive into the world of horror movies, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button if you're enjoying the content. As a cinephile, I've had the pleasure of watching countless movies across various genres and eras, and I must say that the A Quiet Place franchise has truly captured my heart with its unique blend of suspense, drama, and emotional depth. The sequel, A Quiet Place Part 2, not only maintained but elevated the tension and intrigue set by the original film, thanks in part to the addition of Cillian Murphy's captivating performance as a fellow survivor, some of the season's captivating performance as a fellow survivor, John Krasinski's continuation of his horror thriller series, A Quiet Place Part 2, can now be streamed on Netflix. This sequel enhances an already compelling narrative from its 2021 release. Krasinski debuted the franchise in 2018, where he donned the hats of writer, director, and actor within the cast of A Quiet Place, alongside his real-life spouse, Emily Blunt. The 2021 release of the sequel was Krasinski's fourth directed film at the time, but he has since added another to his repertoire with the 2024 fantasy film, If. Although Krasinski is widely recognized for his on-screen roles, particularly his portrayal of Jim on The Office, his filmmaking prowess continues to expand significantly due to the success of the A Quiet Place films. The initial film in the A Quiet Place series showcases the journey of the Abbott family post an extraterrestrial invasion that drives them to seek refuge in upstate York. After annihilating a considerable portion of humanity, the aliens from A Quiet Place continue their domination since they have heightened hearing abilities. This compels any remaining survivors to maintain absolute silence. The family, which includes a deaf daughter and is skilled in sign language, still faces various obstacles despite this skill set. Apart from a crucial event involving A Quiet Place's spaceship, Evelyn's pregnancy plays a significant role in the original movie and its subsequent installment. John Krasinski's sequel to the original movie, titled A Quiet Place Part 2, has just been released for streaming on Netflix. This follows the trend of Netflix acquiring popular horror films in preparation for the Halloween season, alongside their own original production. The 2021 sequel unfolds a year after the first film and continues to follow the remaining members of the Abbott family following Lee's demise at the end of A Quiet Place, as they search for a new home with a baby in tow. Evelyn, Reagan, and Marcus encounter other survivors. Additionally, Reagan uncovers vital information about how to shield themselves from the extraterrestrials known as angels in this new adventure. In A Quiet Place Part 2, Krasinski may not be a main cast member, but he does return as Lee. And the story starts by delving back into the timeline of A Quiet Place and shows the exact day of the alien invasion, detailing how the Abbott family initially survived the catastrophic event. Pursuing means of this movement is seen. Interestingly, aside from his acting role, Krasinski is instrumental in the sequel as he writes the script and directs it once more. With the remarkable success of the first movie in 2018, production on the sequel began swiftly. generating high anticipation for the follow-up due to the unprecedented success of Office: Quiet Place. 2018 saw A Quiet Place climb to the 15th position on the box office chart, raking in an impressive $188 million, according to Box Office Mojo. Globally, the film's earnings swelled to a substantial $340 million, surpassing initial predictions. Given its budget of just $17 million, Paramount Pictures was thrilled with John Krasinski's horror production. And it's no secret that critics and viewers felt the same way. The movie currently holds a 96% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, while its audience score, although it's slightly lower at 83%, is still commendable. The film's praise primarily stems from its unique concept, as alien invasion movies often succumb to tired science fiction cliches. Fortunately, the intrigue of A Quiet Place didn't wane even in the sequel, A Quiet Place Part 2. As a movie reviewer, I found myself eagerly awaiting John Krasinski's A Quiet Place sequel back in March 2020, only for global lockdowns due to the unforeseen COVID-19 pandemic to push its release all the way to May 2021. The journey to the big screen was a bit different than initially expected. Day one, a prequel released in June 2024 that delves deeper into Houndsu's origins. John Krasinski co-wrote the prequel, and Houndsu is the sole returning character from day one. There he is introduced as Henry, along with his wife and son, to offer insights about his past. As for A Quiet Place Part 3, it's still in development, but there's a possibility that Day One could inspire more prequel narratives to. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.